Man, this is lifestyles of the poor and unfucking fortunate. But I tell you what, but bitch, we got views.
ChadArmesTV, we are back, man, and I got a gentleman here that just dropped a dope ass project. He's been on the podcast before, but we wanted to get a sit down interview with him. It's a super talented artist from Nashville, Chill HTP in the building. Actually, I'm in the building. I pulled up on Chill, and we're fixing to sit down and kind of go through your story, man. We're going to kind of, like we do with these interviews, we'll chop it up from the beginning and kind of just move through it, you know what I mean? Especially with you having the new project out.
For sure.
So, we'll just start with this. Like, were you born and raised here in Nashville?
For sure, man. Born and raised in Nashville. I'm a Southside dude, man. So,
Southside?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Born and raised. Ain't been nowhere.
So how was growing up here in Nashville for you?
Shit. Same as anybody else in my, and they grew up how I grew up, in the hood area from out south, east, north, anywhere. It's been challenges. It's been real shit. It's been street shit. It's been just life, You know what I mean? Yeah, just life in the Ville, man.
You got any brothers or sisters or anything?
Yeah. I got one on my mama's side, just one.
Mm-hmm.
One little brother. And then on my daddy's side, it's like 5 of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we was talking about growing up in Nashville. Did you and your brothers and sisters, y'all play sports, or did you into sports as a kid, or?
Man, nah, hell nah, man. I started fucking with it when I was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
About 10, 11 years old, and I'm cool. I like fucking with it, But I ain't had that real support, I ain't had no father figure around. There wasn't no real push on that. It kind of died out quick. As soon as I got into it, it was like
Was it football?
Football. Yeah.
So at what time, like, what age do you remember, like, when music started to kind of be something that you were like drawn to? Do you remember when that was you a kid?
As far as like what, like as far as like a career type path?
Well, just when you first started listening, to rap, or what got you going?
Man, hell, I was a kid. Hell, everybody in my family fuck with music, man. Like, my uncle used to listen to Too Short and shit. Like I remember cassette days. Cassette players and shit.
Yeah.
Man, Too Short had a white cassette. I remember that. So, as far as being influenced on music or listening to music, man, it's been at a very young age. Since I could hear it. Yeah.
So was it Too Short? Was like the first one you remember? Pretty like, maybe not. It wasn't just that you remember. Like
as far as especially getting a whole album or something, just yeah.
And then like growing up as a teenager and stuff like that, at what time frame was it that you started kind of creating raps? Like, maybe thinking, maybe I could try to do something like this. Was that something that you didn't do till later, or was
about 16?
Okay, so you still a kid. I mean, you're still a teenager though. Was it just a thing where some of your buddies was doing it, and then it kind of got you wanting to do it, or?
Exactly.
Yeah.
B, my homeboy B, my cousin Jarvis, man, we all used to, fuck with music anyway, and just start dibbling and dabbling with it, man, and just start writing shit, get a little beat, write something to it. And like I said, I could never write a hook. I wasn't never a hook guy. I just write a 16, and I didn't even know what a 16 was. I just write some shit, and then we just, when do I stop type shit, But at 16, that's when I really just started fucking with it, just doing something with it. 17, 18, I recorded my first little, just recording, just entering the booth, just stepping in and just really kind of seeing what it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But I was just fucking with it. Damn, we didn't do nothing serious at all. Yeah.
But when you did that first time that you remember getting in the booth, was it obviously like when you did that? Was you like, oh, this is something that I could really get into doing more? Was it just you was just having fun, just seeing if you could do it, kind of stuff?
Yeah. I really ain't think about getting into it more until later on. You know what I mean? When it was, when I was saying, how lucrative it is, what I'm saying? Like, damn, some money in this, like you really can, and I can just do it, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no pressure on me writing. It was like, I just started writing about shit that I was going through or shit that I know, or, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of easy, and it's hard for other people. So yeah, I feel like yeah. So at about 24, about 24 years old is when I really was serious, like taking it as a career way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because anybody that's listened to your music, like you can tell that like you just naturally, because some people just have it and some people don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the first time I heard you rap, I was like, oh, dude, this is easy for dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And which is a good thing because it's something you just can't teach to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Which is obviously a good thing for you. When you said you started taking it serious, around what time frame? As you said, 24. Was this before you dropped some of your first project? Was it around like a few years ago, or was it
2009?
Okay,
2009. I was fucking with Mimi and David, you know, Bang Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I got introduced to them then, and really in like 2007. But 2009, I dropped the whole album. You know what I'm saying? But it was called Anticipation, man. So I dropped that on that Piff and shit. But that was the first time I actually put a whole album or something together and did a whole project. Like, you know, like I sat down and listened to, picked out beats and wrote a song every one, and then did the full 9.
Yeah.
And that was good. Yeah, I guess that shit went straight, man. It was but it just, what fucked me up is just jail, man, going to jail and shit. You know, like I probably would have been done, took off, or been had a little bit more recognition if I wouldn't have been in and out of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
When you dropped that, because I remember you talking about that on the podcast, that project, was you Chill HTP or was it just Chill? Did you have a different name back then?
Not Chill. It's always been, it's really Chill, period. You know what I'm saying? The HTP came from I had to make it unique. It was other dudes named Chill. You know, and when I Googled it and shit, I'm like, and I ain't want to make up no name. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I noticed when I wrote a couple raps in my verses, I noticed me saying Chill HTP. So I was like, well, I ain't say Chill. I take it back. I didn't say Chill HTP. I was saying hottest thing popping.
Yeah.
And hottest thing popping. You know, that's what Chill HTP stands for. So.
And that made it stand out.
So I just kind of took the HTP and tacked it on the end of Chill, and just ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chill HTP. But even back then, it was just Chill. Even now, I don't even know if people really say Chill HTP or do people just still say Chill. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
But I see why you had to do that because, like you said, it kind of, you have to set yourself apart, you know, from other artists with that name, too.
For sure.
So you said when you dropped Anticipation in 2009, you said what kept messing you up was the jail stuff. Did that happen right after you dropped that?
Yeah, 2009. I dropped that in November 2009. And then like 6 months later, you know, sometime in the mid 2010, I got put on house arrest for like 6 months from the rest of 2010 up until 2011. I was on house arrest then. So in 2011, I got locked up, and I was locked up for a year. So I ain't get to drop shit to 2012. 2012, I dropped something like mid 2012, by June.
Yeah.
By that following year, 2013, shit, I was locked up again. And I was locked up that time for about 2.5 years. You know what I mean? So that shit kind of, you know, that's a delay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's why you just not hearing about me.
Yeah. Was when you got locked up for the 2.5 years, was it like something to do with the previous time, or was it just something different? It was just
Man, I had to sit, man, shit, it's been both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was both. The 2013 incident, yeah, both.
And it was here in Nashville.
Everything, yeah. I caught a bullshit case in Rutherford County, man. Them people up there something different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, them people up there, so they, but nah, Davidson kind of, yeah.
And then you said you did, and when did you get out the last time? It was 2015, you said?
Yeah.
That's when you did the 2.5 years. So when you got out in 2015, were you still even thinking about music, or were you just trying to get everything back on?
Hell yeah. I always wanted to. That's the move. It's my move. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
So when you got back out in 2015, did you put anything else out before these last couple of years? Did you start working on a new project, or was it?
I had some Jack Move mixtapes out I put out with my cousin Jones, man. Free Jones, man, by the way.
Yeah, Free Jones.
I had some little Jack Move albums we was putting out together, man. Like we was jacking beats and shit. We'll go, whoever had a hot record out at that time, we'll jack they beat, rap something to it, put about 16 songs together, some shit, drop an album, call it Jack Move, because we was jacking beats and shit like that. So we was putting them out in between that. But before this last one I just dropped, it was Possession with Intent. The first one, I got Fujiano on that one.
Yeah.
So that was, yeah. So it's been up ever since then, really.
Yeah. So the first, before you dropped Possession with Intent, the first one, did you drop the single before that? Did you drop the Catching a Play? Was that the first thing you actually dropped? The first single was Catching a Play, the one you did by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you did that in March of 2020, which was right when the pandemic started.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's when you kind of started to, matter of fact, because you ended up, a couple months after that, you dropped the Pandemic freestyle.
Yeah.
So you was kind of you was doing what a lot of artists were doing at that time and trying to make the best out of the pandemic.
Right.
Everybody was stuck at the crib.
Somebody, and it was going on at that time. So somebody, man, you need to make you a Pandemic freestyle. So I was like, fuck it, man, let's do it. And then, that's where they came from. So yeah.
So and then getting Fujiano on the remix to Catching a Play, how did that come about? Was that something that you just, because it was at the time when he had the Baby Mama song, was that when that was popping?
Yeah. That really came about because I was fucking with Authentic Empire, you know what I'm saying? Going through them, So just me dealing with them, and he was already like on the team or being managed by them or whatnot, you know what I mean? And when one part of my agreement or whatever we had going on with them was like, man, I can do something with one of their artists. Mm-hmm. And at the time, he was one of their artists, and it was right when he was, transitioning from being just, the regular Fujiano to goddamn it, 10-17. Shout out to that too though. But it came through with just fucking with Authentic Empire, man. It was really like a right place, right time type thing,
Yeah.
And everything fit.
Yeah, that was a dope look for you to be able to get that.
He a cool nigga too, man. You know
really?
what I'm saying? I done met him a couple times, like, been in the studio with him, everything, cool dude, man. So yeah.
That's cool.
This
so then, when you dropped those couple of singles, and then in February 27th, 2021 is when you dropped Possession with Intent, the first one, which is an 8-song project.
Yeah.
That's how I first heard about you. I want to say I can't remember if I heard Poppin' or if I heard 484 Life first, but I saw the video to one of those.
And it may have been Poppin'.
Yeah, and I think it may have been through.
The first thing you tagged me on or something.
Yeah. It may have been through. I can't remember how I found it. It may have been through some Bezel Gang, or because I know they were giving you flowers on the episode we just did with them back in Cali.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, how they've been knowing you.
Yeah.
He said they knew you back when you had the
braids.
The braids,
yeah, for sure.
So shout out to Bezel Gang for sure.
Shout out to them, man, for sure. That.
But you did Possession with Intent, and when you dropped that project, did you drop? You were starting. That's when you started doing the visuals, because you had already did a visual for Catching a Play, right? Did you do any visuals for those?
Yeah. Me and Fujiano did. We did one for it. And I don't forget when I dropped it. When was it? 2021 for damn sure. But that was the only thing I did that was the first one I did, and then I started doing the rest of them. Like the 484 Life came after that. Yeah. So Poppin' was new. Poppin' was the last one. Actually, that was supposed to have been like up at the beginning. It was kind of last. It was late because the footage, we was kind of going through a little difficulties with the footage and shit. So.
Well, didn't you say with Poppin'? I think on the podcast, didn't you say something about the video like? It didn't even get, y'all didn't even really get all.
Yeah, we wasn't done with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, we wasn't even done with it. Yeah, but we still just dropped it. So if anybody like it for what it is now, like I damn sure appreciate it. I know Cheese appreciate that shit because it wasn't even really fully done. Like we really intended to do way more than that to that video. But it was just, everybody liked the song, man. It was kind of hot, so we had to just at least go ahead and release it, man. Give him some shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So when you dropped, I'm looking through here. Okay, so you dropped Possession with Intent in February, and then that's when I started seeing you getting more and more traction with that. Like as last year went on, just kind of looking back, and then at the end of the year you dropped a single called Trappin', right?
Yeah.
And then you've been dropping a lot of stuff this year. singles and leading up to what we're gonna get to, which is your new Possession with Intent Schedule 2, right?
Right.
But I've been noticing like you've been starting to really kind of ramp up as far as like the work that you're doing, in addition to hitting up all these outlets too, to try to kind of just build the brand basically.
Yeah.
But you dropped, of course, not only Poppin', but you dropped Therapy Session.
Yeah.
Which, what I like about you too is you'll leak stuff on like your socials, and it's just you rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's how I heard Therapy Session. It wasn't even to know. It may have been to a beat. I can't remember. But I was like, man, I can't wait till he puts this, till I hear like the full record for this.
Yeah.
And I really dug that song because just the video was really cool, looking like you was literally talking to a therapist. It was a dope idea, dude. It was
kind of like it wasn't even thought together like that. You know what I mean? When I dropped it, when I made the song, I really, first of all, I picked the beat. The beat itself did it to me. You know what I'm saying? When I got the beat, it was like, all right. Because whatever beat I get tend to put me whatever move, whichever way I'm gonna go with the song. Yeah. So, but then at that time, I did have some shit on my mind, man. So I really just got to writing. Like I didn't even, and I rarely do that. I normally come with the, the hook or how I'm gonna come with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But at that moment, I just started writing. It was like, fuck it,
Just venting.
Yeah. I got a song called Venting too that I never put out neither. And that's what I did on that. It's pretty much like a therapy session. It's just, and it's called Venting. Yeah. But so I didn't even really know what I was gonna call that song, man. And until I was damn near through with it, it was like, man, it's like a therapy session.
Yeah.
For real. So hell yeah. And that was dope. So everything just kind of pieced out together, even with the video, the whole theme of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was a good one, man.
Yeah, and then about I want to say a month later or less than a month later, you drop Woke Up Like This. You dropped the visual and the single for that one. Yeah. I love that. I love that record. Yeah. That was a dope one. And you just kind of kept pushing with it. Because I know when you did the podcast episode, that was several months ago when we had you on. We're about to get you on again at some point. But you were talking about working. You were already working on Possession with Intent Schedule 2, or maybe, I don't know if it was done or you had...
Nah, I'm still working on it.
It was in the works. Yeah. And that leads us up to where we're at now, which is the Possession with Intent Schedule 2. Yeah. You dropped August 22nd, so you just dropped it less than 10 days ago. As we're filming this.
Yeah, I was finna, and I was finna post. I'm finna put that on my story too, man. See who fucking with it. Yeah. I was gonna say that, man. It's been about 10 days, man. What's up? What's poppin'? I've been getting good feedback off of it, though. Be real though.
No, man, it's really good.
I've been getting good feedback off of it, straight up.
Yeah, like both projects that you've done are really good, but I really do think this one, you can tell that you've leveled up in the content and just overall project. I think.
And that's dope. You said that. So and I got some more growing to do in it. So stay tuned on that part. Yeah, because that's crazy. I appreciate you saying that though for sure.
For sure. Because I listened to the first one a lot, and then I listened to this one. But as soon as it dropped, I listened to it again all the way through on the way down here, and I actually ran back a couple of the songs. I think my favorite one is "Don't Compare Me." I don't know what it is. The whole record's the whole album's fire.
Too, man. Shout out to goddamn. My boy, man, C-Note, man, Jeff, man, and my guy, what's the other guy? Damn, man, he on the front of it too, man. Don't give me like that. I'm high. He know what's going on, man. I'm high. We gonna blame it on the weed, man. But then, they did that. Oh, they did the hell yeah. It didn't come to me, man. I'ma hit them. Yeah. But they made that shit in my face, man. Like they did a damn good job on it. It was just
the beat and stuff.
Yeah. That's why all three of them in there, man. His name on the front of it, Stretch of Pressure, man. Shout out to Pressure, man. Yeah, man. I got you, man. Pressure, man. So but they made that shit, man. They dope. I'm gonna get some more shit from. I got something else. I still got a couple beats that I ain't even used from them that ain't nobody even heard. So I still got shit coming from them.
Yeah. So, and with this one too. You want to talk about how the whole thing with Zaytoven, how that came about, as far as him hosting the project, or do you want to talk about that at all?
I mean, shit, I don't get I ain't tripping. last year I really been fucked. We had that locked in last year. Like shit,
Okay.
yeah, we was locked in 2021. He made a post and shit on Instagram. He was making a beat. And he was like, "Who want to work? Who ready to work?" type shit. Mm-hmm. And I don't even DM. I DM. I mean, what's up? I'm ready. What's up? What's poppin'? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he hit my ass back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He hit me back like, "What's up? What's good?" I said, "Shit, what's going on? I'm ready, man. I'm a Nashville rapper. You know what I mean? You know what's going on?" He like, "Shit, what you got going on?" And we just got to chopping it up a little bit, man. He said he got some little shit going on. He can fuck with a nigga, and you know, it's like shit. Here it is.
Yeah. Did he produce any of the record? Did he produce?
Yeah,
the
I got
first one?
2 tracks. I got 3 tracks from him. It's only one of them on that album, so yeah, they can be prepared for another one coming.
Oh,
from him
dope,
too.
dude. Hell yeah.
I got 3 of them from him. So we locked in. He did that. He gave me 3 tracks. He did the drop for me. He knew I was finna drop the whole Possession with Intention. I told him what I had going on, so he did the drop and all that shit. You know what I mean? And I paid the bread, man, and shit. We made it happen. So.
And which one did he produce on the album? The intro?
The intro.
Oh
yeah, that was him. That's why he came.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to make that number 1. I knew that was gonna be the intro when I heard it.
Yeah. So you if you had to pick do you have a favorite track on the album? If you had to pick one,
Man,
or does it change?
Nah, man,
It's usually how it is with me too. With like, you'll have favorites one day, and then a week later, you're like, man, I like this one the best.
I like all my shit though.
That's
man.
good though.
It just
man.
depends on which way, you know, cause I got certain shit for certain. Like if you tell me, man, play a song, depending on who I'm in front of, I got a song for that. Then okay, bet. If I'm in front of a certain group of people, or you know some older people, or somebody that's going through some shit, or you know what I mean, whatever, then I'm gonna play a certain song for it. So Third Possession would be like one of my realest songs on that motherfucker. You know what I mean? To be honest with you,
sure.
that's just like if you want to get the real me and know who I am, understand what I go through mentally, like type shit. Then Third Possession it, and that'll be the one that I would just give anybody. I give anybody that one. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you old, or elder. Some people you might not want to listen to your music and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that totally.
So but if you gonna go with anything, go with that one. But other than that, man, all them motherfuckers bumping, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think so too, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't compare me. It's probably my favorite, but I like.
And I got a few people. I've been hearing it.
Yeah.
So to needless to say, man, I've been hearing that a lot. It's been between Don't Compare Me and motherfucking In Traffic.
Oh, bro, In Traffic. That was gonna be my second one.
In Traffic, man. That's been they've been So them these 2 videos, by the way.
Oh,
I'm finna shoot that. Yeah, we got them locked in already.
Well, speaking of that, we'll kind of transition from that to, like I was saying earlier, you're starting to kind of make the rounds as far as hitting up the media spots too, which is essential now. You're just fresh off of coming and doing Famous Animals TV, right?
Yep.
That's based out of Memphis.
Yeah.
They're popping.
We
If y'all
did that last week.
Yeah, if y'all aren't familiar with that, I'm gonna put the link in the description of when he went on there. And I follow all those. I watch all those, and I told him, and it's not just because I'm biased to him. I really do think he may have the hardest one that's ever been done on there. I think personally, but it's a preference thing maybe. But
yeah.
Just as far as the way
I appreciate it though.
You slid the beat, dog. Plus.
If you look at the comments though, like I said, I went and looked at them. I went to check them out. I think everybody feel the same way.
That's the first thing I did when I went to their Instagram, because I wanted to see what everybody else that didn't know you was saying. Yeah. And I was like, man, they have to be saying this shit.
Right.
Which they were.
My motherfucking Instagram been going crazy.
That's good though, man, and especially the way you did it.
Been going crazy about that.
Because basically, you just did a live performance of In Traffic, but you did it with no backing track or anything. You just He played the beat.
You gotta go. I didn't even know that's how the fuck it was gonna go. Like I thought them motherfuckers be on there rapping they shit, like
along with it.
Yeah, along with the beat or something, because it was sounding pretty damn good just coming through my phone like that. So shout out to him for making it the mic or whatever you got going on. But hell yeah, so when he said, "Nah, I'm gonna play the beat, man, you just gonna go," I said, "Well, fuck it, it is what it is." Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't one of the ones that I was gonna run out of breath on. Though, like, what do you do at that moment?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
You just don't hit that line.
And then it might fuck up your whole momentum, your whole flow. Like, I couldn't even say the main bar I want them to hear or some shit, So But it was dope, man. I'm gonna go back down there again on the ass, man. That shit worked out in my benefit.
Yeah, man, that's cool. And doing stuff like that, and because you've got to be able to do that kind of stuff because now it's so everything's visual based. And in addition to the music videos, you got to do stuff like this too because it gets people to see the other side of you just as not just an artist to where
just who you are.
Period. People buy into you, the person. You know.
Nah, motherfuckers knew me for real, man. Hey, man, I'm too cool, man. That's why I chill, man. I really be chilling for real. Like, I don't be on shit. Yeah. I be chilling. Yeah.
So you said you got a couple of visuals coming up to. Yeah. You said you got which ones you doing?
I'm gonna do In Traffic. I'm gonna do In Traffic first, man. And then I'm gonna probably drop the Don't Compare Me. So them two. Yeah, them will be the next two.
And then as far as what you got working, like you're already working on new stuff. Like you got
Hell yeah, I got some shit. Check this out, man. I got some shit. I ain't gonna spill too much on, but I got some shit I'm working on. This on some city shit. You know, on some Nashville shit. You know, I don't know who really know me and who probably need to hear this shit, but I've been open to fucking whoever. If any nigga want to get me on the track, I'm with this shit. Like, I ain't never been against it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just my problem come when I get to doing songs with niggas and niggas don't drop it. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to do a song with me, release that shit. Yeah. Drop that shit. But, you know, I done been doing shit. I done reached out, you know, and if it go, it go. If it don't, it don't. We ain't gonna go back.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
But this shit right here, man, that motherfucker hard. Man, just check me out, man. We ain't even gonna.
No, for sure.
Just check me out, man.
Yeah, man.
Check me out. But this next one though, I'm finna do, what I'm getting at on that is I'm gonna really show like I bet. You know what I mean? But I gotta make it make sense too. Yeah. So, and then by me saying that, they can come back and see this. I'm gonna show that I'm fucking with the city. Yeah. But I gotta make it make sense.
No, for sure.
And then and it's gonna make sense like a motherfucker. And if you from the city and you fucking with me, you gonna love that shit. If I tell everybody what I got planned right now, they'll love that shit. But I think the people that's involved might try to, you know, take it to the advantage.
No, I advantage. You don't want to show all your cards. You know what I mean? You gotta keep some of them. Keep some of them in the tuck just in case. You know, because.
But nah, man, I'm working on some other shit, man. For sure.
Hell yeah, man.
What's up?
We got we're gonna make sure that everybody on ChadArmesTV is familiar with you, man. We're gonna put the links to his Famous Animals freestyle in there. We're also gonna put the link to his new album, Possession with Intent, Schedule 2. Shout out to Squints for the artwork too. I just remember that.
Man, shout out to Squints for hell yeah. I think I did that on Facebook and Instagram when I posted that too, man. But hell yeah, he did a good job.
No, yeah, you did for sure. Yeah, shout out to Squints. He's just kind of starting to be
Squints, man,
a man of multiple hats now, man. He just learned how to do this shit like 6 months ago, a year ago, and he's getting good at it. But
that shit went perfect though, cause I just gave him a little idea on the back. I just had that one picture of me on the back. Mm-hmm. And all that shit really came together, man. Guess who? I can shout out Cali for that, man. Shout out that nigga, man. Bezel Gang Cali.
Oh
man.
Cali, yeah.
Yeah, so he really. I was at his video shoot when I had that orange shit on. Little fun fact, you know what I mean? I was at his video shoot doing some shit at his video, man, and I was really on the motherfucking judge bench, and I really had a gravel in my hand. Mm-hmm. And nigga got that picture, man, and when I posted that picture though, Kelly said, man, that's an album cover right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I kind of ran with that. I always had it in the back of my head. It's been a little minute ago, but I always had it in the back of my head, man. So when it was time for this, I had that in mind, but all I did was shot Squints that pitch. I said, man, I want this some kind of way, but it ain't necessarily got to be on the front. It can be a back. I don't know, but just see what you do. Yeah. And he did that shit like that, so that shit came together. I was fucking with it.
Yeah, it turned out good, man.
It turned out straight.
It turned out good.
It was one take. I ain't had to go back and say nothing about nothing. It is what it is.
Yeah. So, man, we appreciate you doing this, man. We're looking I know I'm looking forward to what you got coming in the future. And we're gonna have to get. Once I haven't started working on any music for the new album, but once I do, I've got a couple tracks, but I'll definitely shoot you something for us to work on together.
Yeah, sure. Do that, man. For sure. I said that on the last one we was on the podcast. I said that, man.
For sure, because we just I just linked with Troy Money and I'm linking with Vac and Trap on some stuff, I think. So I'm gonna find something for us to do too, for sure.
Bet that. I'm with it.
Well, I appreciate you, man, for sitting down with us. You got other stuff you're doing today too, and I got moves to go make too. So I appreciate you sitting down, man. But y'all gonna see Chill HTP on the podcast again soon. In the next probably month or so, he'll be on another episode. But in the meantime, y'all be sure to tap in, follow him on Instagram. All that stuff will be in the description. And again, dude, I appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate y'all too, man. You too for sure. Follow me, man. Check out that goddamn Possession with Intent schedule too, man. Go download that shit. For sure. That shit bumping. Straight like that. The Cashville way, the dope way. Chill.